This morning, state government flags off 2015 first round maternal, newborn and child health week campaign. Deputy Governor takes part in cleanup of a back. Plus, Akwa Ibom women gather for second edition of monthly prayer meeting. Details in just a moment. Very good morning to you and thanks for joining us. My name is Augusta here. The Akwa Ibom state government has advised local governments to work out modalities to improve healthcare delivery in their areas. Governor Udom Emmanuel gave the advice during the flag off of this year's first round maternal, newborn and child health week campaign. Patience John reports that the exercise took place at the Salvation Army School, Ikomiman, in a Tenan local government area.
The governor, who spoke through his deputy, Mr. Moses Ekbo, said his administration will place premium on the health needs of the people by improving health facilities in the rural areas. Governor Udom Emmanuel said the flag-off is a demonstration of his administration's determination to build a stronger Akwa Ibom through proper health care delivery. He called on parents to maximize the opportunity by presenting their children for immunization during the exercise and thanked donor agencies and partners for collaborating with the state government for the success of the program.
I'd like to inform our guests from the WHO and UNICEF that this underscores the importance which the government of Akwa Ibom State places on the health of every citizen, the young and the old.
For the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Dominic Ukwa, child morbidity and mortality have reduced in the state since the introduction of the maternal, newborn and child health strategy and other healthcare intervention programs. He expressed the hope that with the exercise, the state will achieve the Millennium Development Goals in the health sector.
I consider this special occasion a great demonstration of commitment by Akwa Ibom State Government. The Maternal, Newborn, Child Health Week is an opportunity to scale up interventions in health such as immunization.
Appreciating the state government for its efforts in promoting the health needs of its citizens, the Caretaker Committee Chairman for Etinan, Kenneth Okun, promised to follow the footsteps of the state government by ensuring that the people live healthy lives. Highlight of the event was the administration of vitamin A supplements on some infants by the Deputy Governor. Patience John reporting.
Excellence, hard work and dedication have been identified as qualities which would enable Nigerians achieve greatness. The Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekbo, identified these while addressing the graduation ceremony of Top Faith International Schools, Upata, the Senodom local government area. The event was the 2015 graduation and prize-giving ceremony of the school. Again, Patience John tells us more.
Mr. Moses Ekbo, who was a special guest at the event, lauded the school management for mentoring students since the inception of the school, said the state government led by Mr. Udom Emmanuel will uphold the free education policy with a promise to look at the challenges facing it in order to add more value to the education sector. The Deputy Governor advised the graduating students to be of good character and to build a better future for themselves. He instituted a 50,000 Naira prize for the best graduating English student in the school in honor of his late wife, Martha. The Commissioner for Education, Elder Nikan Akpan, promised that the Ministry of Education will partner Top-Set Secondary School for the benefit of the state.
The performance and achievement of this school is in consonance with the government's vision, the provision of quality education for the teaching youth of our nation.
Earlier, the chairman on the occasion, Dr. Bubakar Sadiq, commended the proprietor of the school for the vision of establishing a citadel of learning that has contributed to the educational needs of the country, and thanked parents for investing in their children. The proprietor and chairman board of governors of the school, Dr. Emmanuel Abraham, appreciated non-teaching, teaching staff and students of the school who have distinguished themselves. Dr. Abraham said Top-Set International Secondary School, established in 2005, has graduated over 1,000 students and wished them well in their future endeavors.
Nigeria is waiting for you. Your state respectively are waiting for you. Your children families are waiting for you. You must make a difference, take significance in leading the university world.
Highlight of the event was the award of honor on the deputy governor by the school. 18 John Michael emerged the best graduating student during this year's graduation ceremony. Patience John reporting.
The saying that health is wealth was made real when the state deputy governor, Mr. Moses Ekbo, took part in the cleanup of Abak, his hometown. The deputy governor, who believes that a clean environment guarantees a clean nation, paid tribute to President Muhammadu Buhari, who introduced the concept of war against indiscipline, WHY, which aim was to keep the environment clean. He lauded the Transition Committee Chairman for Abak, Mr. Emmanuel Udosen, for keeping the steps to keep Abak clean, but urged all to join in the campaign.
Probably what you are doing today is setting the pace for how our environment will be. If the environment is clean, nobody will be ill. Nobody will be sick. Everybody will be strong enough to carry out its responsibility.
Exercise also attracted other important dignitaries from Abak, including the Commissioner for Information and Communications, Mr. Neka Numana, members of the Transition Committee and youths of the area. The Transition Committee Chairman for Abak, Mr. Emmanuel Udosen, thanked the Deputy Governor for taking part in the exercise, attributing these to his humble disposition. He said his vision is to keep Abak clean so that the indigenes could live healthy lives.
Our environment should be kept clean because if our environment is kept clean, if we are healthy, our productivity level will be at its peak because a healthy environment is a productive environment.
If you're just joining us, it's AKBC 45 News this at dawn. We told you earlier that the 2015 first round maternal, newborn and child health week campaign has been flagged off in the state. At the occasion, Governor Udom Emmanuel advised local governments to work out modalities to improve health care delivery in their areas. After the break, it is time to build was the theme of the second edition of the Women Monthly Prayer Meeting, which took place at the Banquet Hall, Government House, Uyo. Thousands of women who attended the meeting were addressed by the wife of the state governor, Mrs. Martha Udom Emmanuel.
It's up to us, all of us. The safety of our communities is in our hands. The police need our help and support. Boko Haram threatens our lives, our future, our country. But Nigeria belongs to us. God has blessed us with this rich land. Let us protect her as we protect each other. Report any criminal activity. Call these numbers. Your call is anonymous, and it is vitally important. Your support so far has been critical. Continuing it will make all the difference between a Nigeria of the fearful and a Nigeria of the free. Protect each other, For we are not terrorists. We are Nigerians. A message from the State Security Service.
Welcome back. Over 5,000 women gathered at the banquet hall, Government House, Uyo, for the second edition of the monthly prayer meeting geared towards building a better Akwa Ibom state with the theme, It is Time to Build. Addressing the women, the wife of the governor, Mrs. Martha Odom Emmanuel, advised them to show gratitude for what God has done in their lives and that of the state. Mrs. Emmanuel re-emphasized that Governor Odom Emmanuel is passionate about industrializing the state. Hence, within his first few weeks in office, he has moved to ensure that this vision turns into reality. Mrs. Emmanuel urged the women to unite, love one another, and be committed to nation building. No society, she said, can thrive where there is disunity, and appreciated the women for turning out in large numbers to pray for the success of the state. She expressed the hope that through these prayers, God will restore lost grounds.
As you have seen from our theme, we are to do what? Build. The first meeting we had, we were to arise. So we have arisen and we are going to build. We cannot build when we don't love ourselves. It's only in unity that we can move this step forward. It's only in love that we can achieve this great task that is ahead of us.
Pastor Trenobasi John said only people who make themselves available will be used by God to build the land. She urged the women to present themselves as agents for God to use in building the state.
Raising up men and women in this state who will be concerned, who will be passionate about the well-being of our land. What is your request?
Offered for love and unity to prevail in families and churches, the state and nation. Praise and worship filled the air as the renowned gospel singer Esther Idogo thrilled the women. Lovers of national and continental cuisines within and outside Uyo are in for a treat as the Monty Suites 37 Edenakpan Avenue Uyo is hosting its Monty Buffet Food Fair Season 3, built for today. The food fair, which will feature over 80 national and continental cuisines on buffet display, will begin at noon and will close at 7 o'clock in the evening. A statement signed by Ms. Ifyok Osmond on behalf of management of Monty Suites indicates that adults will pay 1,500 naira, while children will pay 500 naira to participate. To reserve a table, the statement advised would-be participants to call the number 0807-4089-985 or 0703-8071-700. You can also watch AKBC TV News online by logging on to akbconline.org or follow us on Twitter at AKBC45Uyo or on Facebook at AKBC Channel 45. And that's the package this morning. But before we go, we take another look at the top stories. The state government has flagged off this year's first round maternal Newborn and Child Health Week campaign. At the event, Governor Udom Emmanuel advised local governments to work out modalities to improve healthcare delivery in their areas. That's a package. We'll be back at 8 tonight. So then, do have a wonderful Sunday ahead.